They'll be calling you a radical. So I'm going to tag this March 2011. You know, how did this world become imperialized? How did the United States become the great new British Empire, the very people we fought against? Not going to happen, could happen. Happen. Everybody's asleep, you know. Trump wants to buy from Denmark something rotten in Denmark. I didn't know Lars was the president. Where's your crown, Donald? Where's your Donald? Where's your crown? Where's your crown? Rip me up and pour me out. Where's your crown? Because I did the Unforgiven. I didn't know Lars was the president of Denmark. So, you know, there's everybody joking about, well, Denmark going to buy the U.S. Who the fuck would want to buy the U.S.? Fuck. It's like you're going to buy somebody's fucking used car. And like, well, I've got 3 liens on it. And how much you owe on it? I owe, 36 trillion. 36 trillion? A fucking car ain't worth 1 trillion. Well, you'll have to take over payments. Yeah, I'm going to fucking buy that. Who the fucking want this shithole? And you're in denial. Fucking flag waving, yay! America, America, America. This is the old United States. I can't believe people are fucking just allowing this imperialist fucking clan to fucking cannibalize this country. Fucking, and we're the people that grew up in the healthy America. Fucking, where the tax rate was 90-something% on these fucking billionaires. When one member of the family working 40 hours of work had full health care, had fucking, I mean, look at the health care. Oh, fuck, I could write a whole book on what they did to me. Rip me open, pour me out. There's things inside the screen. Where's your fucking crowd? So we're getting ready to play some Diablo Canyon poker. So, I mean, Tsar Putin in Russia, do you believe he's still raining terror on the fucking world? Another plane just fucking goes down. Another anti-Putin just fell off a balcony. I mean, the whole world is being imperialized. The United States, the Middle East of Eden, talk about expansion. So that leads me into this. I want to talk about this March 2011. Is Rahm Emanuel's got that line. Lake Barrett's got that poll. Let's head on down to that Fukushima fishing hole. Ooh, we're day 5,041 today. Yesterday, the Japanese Atomic Agency comes out with their testing of 0.6 grams. Now think about this. 5,004.6 grams. Please tell us where babies come from. We had some uranium and some zirconium in it. It's spent fuel. And they'll come right out and tell you in Unit 2 it's spent fuel. Where's the cores? Where's the cores? The cores are Del Mar Argentina syndrome. So March 2011, the great event happens. I stand right here, tell you. These are full-blown out nuclear meltdowns. They're going to circle the fucking wagons. They're going to fucking lie. How do you tell the mainstream media in the United States is lying? Well, most of alternative media also. Their fucking lips are moving. I mean, it's been imperialized. Operation Foxconn News, one by Jetstream, two by cable TV. How did they do it? The British invasion, and I don't mean the fucking Beatles. The new British Empire is Americana, Edward Snowjob, who's sitting next to the global oligarch, who went right on 60 Minutes and told, it isn't like they don't tell you right to your face. Edward Snowjob, I'm the best hacker. His imperialist play. He's a special forces jumper. He brought, special forces don't take Twiggies. Lindsay Mills, having my baby, the pole swinger. By the way, Edward, you better get some DNA on that fucking new baby. I think it's our poo-poos. Fucking. So he gets all the way to the top. Have the very highest surveillance clearance in the CIA. I hacked in, got in there, and found out there's another top. What's the other top? Global oligarch. I thought he was flying to Ecuador with Julian Assange. I thought he was going into the British Embassy for fucking asylum. They're safe havens. Then why'd they go up the fucking stairs and take him out? Because there is no international law. Well, there's two sets of fucking rules for us fucking peasants, fucking under the pyramid, the activist community. Look what they've done. So March 2011. Got to talk to Henry before I go to Fukushima. Those are leaked emails. So all the emails that were going back and forth in March of 2011, they got leaked out. Of course, the judge retract, but the ones that did get out, don't go outside, Cheryl Mills. The plume is coming over us. It's radioactive. When Barack Obama, March 17, 2011, says the crippled nuclear in Japan plume is coming over us right now, scientists tell it is safe. I will keep you in the know what I know. He's flown to Argentina, never mentioned it again until he saw Jimmy Kimmel right before he left office, before Trump pulls the upset, and he says, did you ever get a call at 4 o'clock in the morning like Hillary's ads? Barack Obama, Barry Antoinette, Obama Dumber. Yeah, of course I did. President of the United States. Got any examples? Yeah, when Fukushima happened. Jimmy Kimmel. Blah, 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 blah. I live in L.A. What's Santa Susana? Blah, blah. What's Fukushima? Downwinders on chemo, on Balco, literally. Barack Obama, you know, the typhoon. So, March 2011, remember I used to say I had radio shows, I was everywhere in those days. Now, I remember I went to bed when I put up that first video there, flying the line on March 11th. These are full-blown out nuclear meltdowns. I went to bed and it had 115,000 views. I get up the next day, it has 11,000 views. I think it still has 11 or 12,000 fucking views. IA's outed before they could circle the bot wagon that anybody using the words Fukushima nuclear energy meltdowns was being attacked, kettled, fucking only person on earth. Son of Cassandra, Kevin Blanche. So all these emails are coming out. We got to see those years later. They leaked out. Got to talk to Henry before. Well, why would Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, got to talk to Henry Kissinger before she goes to Fukushima? Is Henry Kissinger a nuclear physicist? Is he a nuclear biologist? Does he even work for the United States government? No. He's a war criminal. Convicted war criminal in many places in the world. Why would she talk to him? Got to the top and found out there was another top. Global oligarchs. So remember, Barry Antoinette, who ended up being the biggest fraud in American history, period. Biggest fraud. Now, we knew Bush when they stole the election in 2000. And I don't believe anybody even talks about this. Bush didn't win. Lay down Gore. Remember, they ruled that there wasn't enough time to count the Supreme Court. How many votes did it take to be president of the United States? 6. 5 Supreme Court justices, and your daddy put them there. So this leads me into this. So we go clear back to 1988, and I've always, because they completely destabilized the Middle East every chance that they get. Gaddafi. Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass. That's the third greatest lie in human history. Barack Obama told the second. What's the greatest lie? Nuclear energy. But pop, oppie, drop, they never stop. So they full well know where are the class action lawsuits by ex-Marines, their families, ex-Army, all these military, by the hundreds of thousands of people that affected here in the United States, let alone the 2 million they slaughtered in fucking Iraq. Bremer, Wolfereds, fucking. How about Judy for the New York? How does she get away with that shit? Fuck, what a liar. What a blatant in your face fuck. Think about what her lies fucking caused. And they'll get away with it. I mean, what a fucking quarter century we wind now. So, after it happened, Obama went right into cover. I know word for word what happened in this situation. I'm the guy that put that girl up to the second interview on John Holden, who let the cat out of the bag, make it so Holden. And he released all kinds of classified information. He's a professor at Harvard. Hey, man, NRT's asking Aaron Swartz. So let's think about March 2011. What does Obama do? CIA. Oh, they go kill Gaddafi. So for years and years and years, I go back to 88, that was so fucking evil what they did over Lockerbie, Scotland. That was fucking beyond pure evil. All those young people coming home, just getting ready to graduate. That vile. I mean, that was so vile. That was so. And then H. fucking Bush wouldn't do shit. I mean, didn't do anything. I mean, why? Why did H. Bush brush that one under the rug? Interesting, right? It was the very end of Reagan's lame duck presidency. Oh, what a fraud. So, Obama, the peace activist, remember? Got a Nobel Prize. Who knew I was really good at killing people? Oh, fuck, you think about what he did. That's got to be the biggest fraud in well, not even in politics, in American history, bar none. Oh, fuck. I mean, that's a peace activist. Up is down, black is white, wrong is right. So, pure fucking evil, that dude. And so, he goes after Gaddafi. So, I've said on my radio show, I had all the radio shows, my vlog before this happened. I was everywhere. In 2011, of course, then Fukushima happens, and I've got more viewership, big time. I want to go have a cup of coffee with Gaddafi. That was my line, I'd always say. And I've always said for years and years, I just want to sit down across from him. Remember when Reagan bombed his fucking tent, his palace, and he wasn't even in there? Huh. I want to ask him, did you do it? Did you do it? Now, they had a trial. And I believe the trial was in the Netherlands, wasn't it? On Scottish land. I mean, and there was two guys on trial, one guilty, not guilty. And then there was another individual that was put in prison. Remember, he faked his prostate cancer to get out. I've always, because Egypt was getting more stable all the time under Gaddafi. So I says, I just wanted to ask him. It has never, ever been proven. Did he order that done? Did he? Who did that? Was it one of these secret agencies? Is that why the old CIA director, H, brushed it under the sun? JFK blown away. Well, that's what I have to say. It was so fucking evil of an act. I mean, unbelievably evil. I mean, how does some kind of retaliation against innocent people that didn't anything, how does that cure anything? No, it perpetuates. Look what's going on in the Middle East of Eden. How does killing innocent people, look what's going on in freaking Ukraine. Look what went on in Vietnam. Look what it creates hate. It perpetuates. Look what happened in Iraq. It's the dumbest fucking answer in the world. I don't believe in violence. They do. So I've always said, I just want to ask him. He always denied it. And remember, he came out and he denounced, after 9/11, he denounced any terrorism. He got in bed with H's son. Yeah. You know how the CIA plays all over the fucking world. They're on this team, then they fund this team. They're on this team, they create it, and then they... 9/11, all Saudis. The reaction's always 10 million times. Who propped up Saddam? United States. What did he do? He nothing to the United States, ever. Never. Nobody from Iraq laid a finger on anybody in the United States. Same with Afghanistan. Went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. Life, liberty, firstborn for what? To go slaughter 5,000-10,000 Taliban? Fucking what? What took down the old USSR? Gorbachev from here to there for me. I was in Vienna when he spoke. Well, what took down the old back to the USSR was the invasion of Afghanistan. And the nuclear meltdown in Chernobyl. What took down the old USA? And it's over here. It's over. The new Trump regime going to fix it? Oh, fuck. We'll see what happens. Can't get much worse, can it? Well, strap in. It's like Obama. He ran on change. Oh, it changed. It got worse. Debt. What took down the old USA and now is an imperialist, the British colonialist USA? America. You need to learn to speak American. Make America great again. What? Canada? Trump said you're going to have... That's Teddy Roosevelt tried that. The Queen sent in her troops, remember? Make America great. What, Costa Rica? Argentina? Mexico? America Vespucci. You need to learn to speak America. America Vespucci spoke Italiano. Never set foot here. He's a map maker from Florence, Italy. So, I'm going to go have a cup of coffee with Gaddafi. I said that for years. That was one of my goals. I'm just going to go to Egypt. I'm going to see if I can't just... Remember the movie Uncle Saddam? How good is that? Have you never seen Uncle Saddam? You got to watch it. It's brilliant. Shows the fucking lies. Get this. This is a true story. A few years ago, I'm protesting at Idaho National Lab. The whole New Scale scam. You know, the testing of the SMRs up there. I'm there. My friend owns a bar. I'm up there protesting. I'm the guy that got the floor construction sign takedown. Remember when they rolled the tank armored vehicle out on me? When I'm on fucking public lands, legally doing what I want. I got Winston's girlfriend with me. So we drive back over to Twin Falls. And I says, well, I got to upload these videos. I'm using an iPad in those days. I got to have Wi-Fi. The only thing Starbucks was good for in those days is you could get good Wi-Fi. Well, not good, but you get some Wi-Fi. Got to upload these videos. So we pull in there. I mean, Idaho Falls, Idaho, which is a grand place. And the Snake River Gorge, Evel Knievel on Balco. Not far from here where I live. This beautiful young woman is working at the counter. She keeps looking at me, and then Lisa Winston's girlfriend's up talking to her. And all of a sudden, this girl takes her apron off, checks out of work, and comes over. And Lisa, you're not going to believe who this is. She recognized you. She says she used to listen to your radio show and watch your videos. Oh, really? She'd come and ask me if I could get a photograph with you. Kevin Blanche? Yeah. So she sat down, brought us each a cup of coffee, all three of us, sat down, and she says, my last name's Gaddafi. I said, what? You from Egypt? Yeah. You're related to Omar? Yeah, he's my uncle. What? What the fuck are you doing in Idaho? Are you kidding me? No. Our family relocated. In Idaho? You do know that the guy that got Saddam, who worked for Gaddafi and then got put in prison in Chad, the CIA went to him, and nobody in Africa would take him and his militia. They just kicked him out of every country. You know, he lived in Virginia in the big nice house. They scattered him all over the United States. Still here, I'm sure. My friend Heinz, who just passed away, he was exiled here, living in the protection plan. I mean, there's lots of them among us. That's how the CIA plays. I says, you're really related to him? Yeah. Well, our family, did you get along with him? Kinda, not really, kinda. I says, your last name's Gaddafi? Yeah. I says, I'm having a cup of coffee with Gaddafi. I really am, which was one of my goals. So I asked her just what I was going to ask Omar. Do you think he did it? You think he did it over Lockerbie? You think he ordered that bomb in there? No. Who do you think did it? What's Kevin Latch says, the three branches of government? Right out of her mouth. You know, we know politically, including here in the United States, that these, John Kennedy, the CIA is out of control. It needs to be, and boy, would he know. Bad pigs on Balco, bad pigs on chemo. Would he know? We know that these politicians are being propped up now and gaining office more and more and more by these fucking, what's three branches of government in the United States? CIA, NSA, CFR. We know that. It's unarguable. I mean, why would Bootlicker Cox here in Utah tell me right to my face that he doesn't even know what an SMR was? And then just a few months later gets in bed with Bill Gates, the most hated man in Utah, stole the operating system here in Utah to build a jackalope factory. And our money, after NuScale's ripped us off at Idaho National Lab $1 billion for Why would he do that? He told me he didn't even know what one was. Because he's being told what to do. He told me that right at the Bear River Massacre in Idaho. This is what they told him, because he's a puppet. That's what they're doing now. We have no politicians that have no backbone. Just like the Nuclear Advance Act that got through this summer. 88. I asked my fucking propped up, where did he come from? Look up where Blake Moore's fucking resume. I know Blake personally. I like the guy. He's green as dumb as grass, but where did he come out of? Where did he work? I told him right to his face. He knows it. What about this SMR, this Advanced Nuclear Act, fucking, Price Anderson? What's Price Anderson? Right to my face. I says, you voted for it for 20 years. That's the problem we have in this country. So, Obama kills Gaddafi in March of 2011. Why? Why then? Shiny ball, get it off the fucking Fukushima disaster? That's what I think. All these emails leaked out fucking years later. Ken Buesler's over there fucking with the KOK Hawaii boat secretly with multiple professors doing testing 40 kilometers off the coast of Fukushima in the Pacific Ocean, 300 meters down the column, 1,000 times the background levels. This radioisotopes from this nuclear disaster is already into the column. There's no stopping it. Yet he's going around collecting money for bucket samples and comes out and says it's getting better. Here we go. Well, we know factually it's getting worse. Every day. Same time, by the way. Oh, God, you spilled your cards. Same person? Yep. Fuck, dude. Back off. I've told him to back off. I think that guy works for the fucking nuclear industry. He knows when I'm doing my videos. He watches them, so he makes sure he calls every fucking time right when I'm doing it. Same guy. And doesn't have anything to say. So, you spilled your fucking cards. Good God. That's how they play. They've infiltrated everything and everything. 52 card pickup. Fuck. So, why did he do it? I don't know. He's never admitted it. And remember, now, why would, after 9/11 happen, when they were all Saudis, we know factually they're all Saudis, why would Gaddafi, who the Bush-Reagan regime tried to kill? Now, Bush in Texas, JFK blown away, well, John Lennon blown away. Now, think about this. And he goes Gaddafi, and all of a sudden Gaddafi comes out and gets on Bush's side. This is the same Bush that tried to kill him. Blew up his tent with fucking missiles. Blew the shit out of his compound. The same guy. Now he's buddies. You remember, I believe Condoleezza Rice, I think Rumsfeld, some of the war criminals, actually went to Egypt and sat with him. Photo ops, the whole works. Then Obama Dummer kills him, the peace activist, in the same month as Fukushima, March 2011. Got to talk to Henry before you're asleep. You're asleep. The whole country's a fucking sleep. You're being imperialized. How do these fucking presidents want to... It's like Trump. Trump, the counter... Now remember, this is the same Donald Trump who was a registered Democrat in the early 2000s, and you could see why the Republicans rejected the Bush-Cheney war pigs. Now remember, Obama ran on that peace referendum, and it was one of the biggest landslides in fucking American political history. He won by... He had 60 to 40 Senate seats. You heard me right, 60 Democratic senators to 40. He had 250, 60 some odd fucking seats in Congress. He could do anything he wanted, any time he wanted. What did he do? Perpetuated the Bush-Cheney agenda. Even fucking worse. I mean, it's unbelievable. And he got a Nobel Prize for peace. Give it fucking back. I can't believe the Nobel fucking is going to... Yeah, well, Nobel came out this year and finally gave the activist Hiroshima Nagasaki. Well, let's see. Kevin Blanche, Fukushima, Mio Mino. I mean, you think it's coincidence I got cancer on 11/11/11 going to the Boma? I mean, critical... Mike Lee kicks me off Medicaid? Why? After I fork over $1 million, I've had my heart split out, ripped out of my chest twice, slandered, fucking people all over the internet, fucking dozens of YouTube sites, Facebooks, Reddit fucking feeds with my name, Kevin Neba, just calling me every name in the felony. Well, I'm in critical condition, doing the greatest PhD in fucking human history, boots on the ground. March 2011, what a pivotal time in this country. Remember RadNet on March 12th, 11? RadNet's the radiation detection network. What do you think all the drones are flying around now? Gina McCarthy, who was head of RadNet, took it offline. You think that's a coincidence? The Army Corps Engineers live cam, fucking Kevin Blanche, the Chinook Salmon will collapse in 2016. They go 5 years. In 2016, took the live cam off. It's 2020. Going to be 2025. Do you know what's still out? Army Corps Engineers classifies Kevin Blanche because they know I'm onto him. March 2011. Holy shit, what a time. Read those emails. They're out there. How about Barack Obama sends on and then he's flown to Argentina? Plymouth Conar is safe. Now, you think about that. I want you to think about that. I will keep you in the know what I know. Lily Ledbetter? She just passed away, by the way. This guy's going to save all the whistleblowers. Do you know what he did to Aaron Swartz? Fucking peaceful for downloading the server. By the way, I've held the brick, the deciphered brick, in my hand. He's autistic, lives in a fucking penthouse in Manhattan. You know, autistic rich kid. Showed up to my events and handed it to me. Tried to give it to me. Claims he deciphered it. I says, you really think I'm getting on an airplane with that? They'll put me under the prison. No. Why would they give Aaron Swartz 35 years? Hey, man, NRTs, aren't they professors at Harvard? We know it's factually being outed. All these PhDs are copy-paste, copy-paste, copy-paste. That's being outed. It's factually unarguable. Stanford, Bankman-Fried, Elizabeth Holmes, that place should be boarded up. These imperials have taken over the fucking country. Don't you see that? How did they do it? One, by jet stream. Two, by they have total fucking media. They have all of it. The media just fucking lies. Goes along with this imperialist propaganda. And the internet, we're down to this, standing on a street corner talking to each other like this. I mean, we'll see with the Trump regime. He claims he's going to restore the First Amendment. Well, remember Trump used to stand there by the holes after 9/11, just go on these fucking rants, talking about they were Saudis, they were Saudis, they were Saudis, they were Saudis. Remember he used to go off on the king, just rip them. Why? And he said that going into Iraq was the biggest stake in American fucking history. Which he's probably right on that. Well, I know he's right. Life, liberty, first fucking mourn. And they lied 22 a day, 22 a day. It's more than that. And there's no repercussions for these liars like Judith in the New York Times, like fucking Bezos, Washington Post, CBS, NBC, ABC. Remember, Dan Rather got fired from CBS for calling George W. Bush a draft dodger when George W. Bush was a draft dodger. Of course, he went on David Letterman, got fucking right in bed. Got to go get him. Iraq never. I mean, this is all to destabilize the Middle East. Why? We know why. The Middle East divided. Pop, pop. Oh, Oppie dropped. Oppenheimer, the greatest mass murderer. Louis Strauss. Leo, who wrote the letter. Albert Einstein. Anybody was anybody. Do not do it. Baby never born, mother full well knew the Germans did. He said, Oppenheimer said, would you have dropped that on fucking Germany, the bomb, if you got it earlier? Yes. The war was over. There was no need to do anything. Germany didn't have it. Louis Strauss, Leo, who wrote the letter, not Einstein. And here's the DOE, still on their site, the Department of Atomic, who's now the Department, Jeff Bezos' grandfather, the original. Born at Los Alamos, Epstein ranches at Los Alamos. What? Wasn't Bill Richardson fucking thing? I mean, whoa. How come we haven't seen the Epstein list? I mean, she's in jail, Maxwell. I mean, it's unbelievable, all this. How we've been imperialized. And it always been, no, not has always been like this. Remember how we broke the back of Vietnam? Pop, pop, oh, I'll be dropped. They never stopped. Why did he drop it? The war was over. Lewis Strauss was right. Leo everybody backed out except him and Tiller. I go back to the supposedly right-winger, who was a genius, by the way. He never caused a depression. Herbert Hoover, August 7th, 1945. Never in the history of mankind has any people, has any nation fucking indiscretionally mass murdered women and children until now. It revolts my soul. Herbert Hoover. Then they dropped another one. Why? We've still never seen the fucking original footage to this fucking day. They can cover up Fukushima. 4 meltdowns, and they're still telling you 1 at Chernobyl is more than 4 at fucking Fukushima, Japan. Winston. I went and had a cup of coffee with Gaddafi. Unbelievable. Who did that? Gaddafi always denied. He always denied. Now, they convicted the one guy, and I saw originally Merrick Garland, who was the worst fucking age. Well, that one Obama had was even worse. We never wanted to do anything to anybody for nothing, unless, you know, you sell a pack of cigarettes at fucking 7-Eleven. I'll put you under the prison. Maybe shoot you if you're a protester. Still billions and trillions of dollars. They don't do anything. I see they've reopened that case. Yeah, for real. They reopened up in 2022. You know, they want to extradite him and, you know, have a trial. March 2011. Wow, what a fucking month. Got to talk to Henry before we go to Fukushima. Got to talk to Henry before we go to Fukushima. Why would she got to talk to Henry Kissinger before she goes to Fukushima, Japan? He doesn't work for the United States government. Or does he? Got to the top. Now there was another top. Edward Snowjob sitting in fucking global oligarch sitting next to the great Tsar Putin. King Z. And then you got people, lowlifes like Alex Jones, who fucking exploited the fuck out of me in critical condition, put my time. Call it New World Order when it's Old World Order. We're the new British Empire. The United States, that's an arguable fact. And these global oligarchs don't even have to pay for it. The tax, it's like here in the United States. Do you know 65% of seniors over 65 years old live on less than $16,000 a year? Did you know, okay, they worked hard, paid off their fucking house, they still can't make ends meet. You know why? Property tax. Do you know property tax have doubled in the United States in the last 4 years? Doubled. And they still make them pay their property. It's like my house been pretty well paid for decades, you know, for years. I mean, I almost lost it when I got cancer. Nobody'd help me out. But now I get by with a little help from my friends. But you know what I pay in taxes? And I don't have a very big house. And insurance is just robbing us. If you're older, fuck, I pay $500 a month on this little house in taxes and insurance. How about your car? Think about what they've done on fucking Geico, fucking that scumbag Buffett. Look what you're paying on your fucking insurance. Sir, I want you to get out your pencil and say, okay, this is my house insurance I pay a month. This is my car insurance I pay a month. This is my business insurance I pay a month. All your insurances, and start adding them up. And this is without even compounding and without opportunity costs and time value of money. You know how much fucking money you're paying a year to insurance companies? They don't give any of that. Go file a claim. They ain't get shit back. So, March 2011. What a fucking time. That's where I'm going to tag this. Huh. Wow. Who did that? They've reopened that. You do know that. They've reopened that. That was so fucking evil. Who did it? I think it's so irony that H. Bush and Reagan. By the way, right before that, you know Congress passed a law. Did you know Congress? A lot of people don't know that Congress passed a law because they were so sick of, you know, the United States CIA assassinating fucking governments, including Iran, all over there, had it. You know, that was a lot to do with Frank Church, who went to the Hill, and Frank Zappa. Remember Zappa and Church on the Hill together? They just got cancer young and died. Remember, they passed a law. Congress passed a law that said the United States government can no longer assassinate leaders. Period. 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 That was the law. Yet H. Bush and Reagan defied that fucking law and tried to kill Gaddafi, which was written in law. You can't do that. And this is long before, this is before, you know, this is in the late 80s. This is before. Did he do that? Oh. But I think it's irony that the Peace Act was the Nobel Prize winner, destabilizes fucking Egypt radically, and it's